How you doing? Yeah, this is Anthony Hikes. Sitting there thinking over and over and over about our friends, the federal government. You know, I see a lot of uh, the people who are living in poverty seem to think that the federal government is going to come along and rescue you from what's going on. What we've been faced with today. When is people is going to say when is when do enough becomes enough? I mean, it's frustrating to me to see so many, you know, put their faith in the federal government. Some say, "Oh, well, it was pretty nice of the federal government to up uh, give us a raise on our Social Security and SSI." You know, they've been doing that for years. You know what I'm saying? Uh, and we still not getting what we rightfully deserve. It bothers me. I'm pissed, because I look at our youth taking off to the belly of the beast, which is the streets, losing their life trying to do what's right to help out their parents in these times of hard times. It's sad to the fact is that these kids taking these chances out here in these streets, and the streets come with a whole new different set of rules. You know, the belly of the beast. They will even make these kids think that they love them more than their family do. Until they actually get them in, then there ain't no love. I know because I was a part of the streets. My parents left me and my two sisters when we was very young, and my grandmother took us in and raised us up. So the streets became my mama and my daddy. Uh, I was in them streets, and only the strong survived. So I had a mindset, at a young age, 10 years old, to destroy anything that came in my way. That's how I come up. I've been shot 26 times for being in them streets, trying to make it right for my pockets, trying to make it right uh, for whoever, sisters and all that. Shot 26 times from living a life of poverty. This shit been going on. I was born in '58. This shit was going on way before I was born. This shit was going on from slavery days and have not let up at this point. This shit been going on. The federal government uh, brainwashed us and tricked us into believing that if we went to school, that we would become business owners after we finished school. You know what I'm saying? And living a part of the American dream, which was a damn lie because, the majority of us come up in public schools, which is government funded schools for low income people. You know, uh, we wasn't couldn't afford. Our parents couldn't afford to put us in what you call the private schools, where it take money to get into them schools. That's where the real classes was taught. Education, economics, political, and social development was taught at the full term in the private schools. But the federal government notified the public school and told them that they didn't want the full terms of economic taught to us only the basic, because the only thing we needed to know about was go to work, which is the way they done it was it's called compelled labor. The better name for it is modern day slavery. So don't ever think they did something for us. Fantastic, as some of y'all put it, because they ain't did shit for us. They put us in the situation that we in, and the numbers reveal just how much they cared about us. 42.5 million American people living below the poverty line. So what do y'all see in that was so great? You know what I'm saying? Because it's obviously that they did not want us to be entrepreneurs. They wanted to continue working. Some of the parents out here working 12 and 16-hour a day shifts. And at the end of the payday, they barely made enough to pay their bills. Why? Is because we dealing with mental acrobats. They got something for everything to keep us down. Make good money, make the cost of living go up. It's at a sky high. You know what I'm saying? It's bad when you down there got to pay $5 for a roll of toilet paper to wipe your ass with. The fuck is going on? But a lot of people sit back and let this shit happen, and it's gonna continue happening because people not willing to get up and do nothing about it. We don't need the federal government to do nothing. We got our own creative ideas where we can come together and make it happen. We can be a voice so powerful that will shake the grounds of the United States. You know what I'm saying? But they talking about beautiful America, the land of the free, and great opportunities for the American people. What America are they talking about? It must be a whole new different America, because the America right here, families are being put out, evicted, because they couldn't even pay their rent. Suicides done went sky high. Marriages done came to an end. Our children is out there taking chances day after day, trying to accomplish the things that every kid want to see. Nice gym shoes, dressed up, money in their pocket. Something that we can't even afford to do because, we got to pay our bills. Or if we don't pay our bills and go out and shop for the kids, then we'll just be some clean ass homeless people on the block. How can y'all sit back, man, and just let this shit go the way that it's going, without fighting? You know what I'm saying? Because every fight that you fight, at the end, is your reward. Quit waiting on the government to step in or send the magic carpet through your door and take you right on up out of here, from away from all this going on, because it's not going to happen. 42.5 million people. Out of that, I know that's 42.5 million positive ideas formulating in your head right about now, because we've been in poverty for so long, man, and we just sit back and just accept this shit. They can take and send aid for starving kids in another country when you got starving kids in this country that's living under poverty. They don't care nothing about. They ain't feeding them. They ain't doing nothing. They got federal grants here that's for the American people. That's how I know we in the wrong America, because this can't be happening. And all this beautiful America and land of the free and great opportunities, it ain't happening here. So they got another America hidden, tucked away for the rich folks, because everybody here on this side of the fence that I see barely got a pot to piss in and a window to throw it out of. That's just how bad it is over here. That's just how bad they got predicament that they got us in. You know what I'm saying? So stop waiting on the government to get you out. The only ones that can get you out of this is us. by coming together, you know what I'm saying? Coming together and voicing our motherfucking opinion. And I guarantee you things gonna change around because they're gonna see 42.5 million people that got fiercely upset with the way they've been treated. You got American veterans that walking up and down American soil, homeless, with no place to go. The very people who laid their life on the line to defend this country, and the government saying, fuck them too. Come on, man. What the fuck is going on? Not with the government, but with us to accept this. Why do we keep allowing ourselves to accept less when we know we're worth more, you know? In situations like this here, you know what I'm saying? That's when, the mindset set in, that, hey, there's got to be some changes. That's when the creative ideas started formulating because your mind is telling you, hey, we got to do better. You know what I'm saying? You can't let your mind control you. You got to control your mind. If you keep saying that, oh, ain't nothing gonna happen, guess what? Ain't nothing gonna happen for you. So I guess you will just be here and still waiting on the government to come and be your save the day, your hero of the day, because it's not gonna happen. You'll be here and sitting on your couch or wherever until this time, until November sometime. You know what I'm saying? Because it's not gonna happen. It's gonna get worse and worse and worse. And if we don't do something about it, we'll all see each other's at Tent City somewhere trying to fight over who gonna get the spot to lay their tent out. If we don't get off our behinds and started acting on this, started coming up with some ideas to move forward. And you know what I'm saying? We don't need nothing to fall back on. I don't like to hear that concept. I want to fall up on something. I want to be able to fall up on something that's going to secure my kids when they grow up. You ain't gonna get that working these jobs. Corporate America ain't nowhere like it used to be, where people used to feel good about going to work because they know when they pay their account, they had something to look forward to get their bills paid and have that extra for the kids to see. That's what the kids need, that extra, and working 12 and 16 hours a day. It's not getting that extra because that extra is going to the cost of living and gas and rent. When the rich continue getting richer and we still continue struggling. Some of y'all out there working, man, and it's a shame that y'all work as hard as y'all do, put all them hours in, but then the body get to taking so much, and if it took so much, then it's shut down. Then what you gonna do? They say it ain't no fun when a rabbit get the gun. It's time for us to act. It's time for us to stand up and be accountable for. You know what I'm saying? We got to let the government know we don't need you to do shit. We can do it ourselves. Schooling ain't the way it is because when kids go to school, what the fuck school teach the kids? Nothing. We already know the public schools ain't gonna teach them because they funded by the federal government, and they not teaching the full graphic terms or nothing in school to us. You know what I'm saying? On the strength that they blocking us from actually living our full potentials in the free world, you know what I'm saying? Society, they don't want us to make a difference because they know we will make a difference, you know what I'm saying? Because we done been in poverty so long, so why take us out and let us got them learn how to, become entrepreneurs and all that? They don't want to see us rich. They already got that. They want to control the money and the power. You know what I'm saying? That's what they specialize in. They specialize in the divide and conquer technique. That's what they do. You know what I'm saying? But but it's one thing to be certain. Poverty don't discriminate on race. So we pretty much in this shit together, man. You know what I'm saying? And I'm not looking at this as a racial thing. I'm looking at this as a rich poor thing. The rich against the poor. That's what's going on. So that America that they talking about is hidden somewhere else, and where God knows where, and left us here in this America to do what we doing, robbing, killing one another in order to survive. Come on, man. But y'all sit back and keep letting this shit go. You know, like, why is he upset? Because I'm pissed. I'm pissed because it's our youth. It's just not our youth. We was out there in them streets doing the same thing. My experiences in the street caused me to get shot 26 times, you know? And I always wonder why the things that I did in life, why God chose me, because I had partners that all it took was one bullet. They dead and gone. I done been shot in the head 3 times, shot in the chest 4 times with a 45, collapsed both of my lungs. I done been shot 16 times at once in Illinois, all at once in Illinois, and I'm still here. I'm still here for a reason, so I could talk to and help people. I'm one of the ones took the respect out of the community, and I made a vow that I was going to find a way to put it back. So that's what I'm trying to do. I'm just trying to put back the respect that I once took by showing love to all the American people, man. I used to hate people that didn't believe in what I believed in. I used to gang bang people for walking down the same sidewalk that we was on, man. You know what I'm saying? And I look at it today, who was I to make them type of decisions on what another person can do? So that's what I'm here for, because, man, we need to help each other's. We need to make a brighter road for our kids, man, because our kids is our strength. If we let them destroy them, then we weak. We weak, and, we might as well just roll over and fall dead, because to stand still is to die. I'm not willing to keep on standing still, so y'all should feel the same way, because this ain't right. It's heartbreaking to know that when my kids need something, I'm like, damn, I can't work because I've been shot up so many times. I got bipolar, uh, diabetes from multiple gunshot wounds, high blood pressure. So, my health is not where it should be. So it's hard for me to get a job. I have to collect SSI, never had a job because I was in and out of prison, for the crimes that I had committed, and working in the prison system, taught me enough to how to stay from up out of there, because it's sad of the things that you have to do in prison as far as working, and some of the jobs that they doing there, they would have to pay y'all $30 or $40 out here to do an hour. They can get it up out of us for 22 cents a day, Yeah. So what's so spectacular about being in prison? Nothing. If I'd have known what I know today, I'd have done it a different way, And that's why I'm here, the same love and respect that I took out the community. I open my arms to all of y'all, man. You know what I'm saying? And whatever I have done in the communities. I truly apologize. I never meant to bring harm to nobody's family or nothing. It was just how I was brought up, violently. I lived violently. I watched violence, so, that's why I'm here. I'm here trying to reach out and let people know at the same time that everything that the government tell y'all, it was a damn lie. You know what I'm saying? Sometimes you got to step outside the box from where you was taught and brought up a certain way when it comes to them people, man. Because them people is mental acrobats. They don't give a fuck about us. The only thing they care about is them and the 50 richest families in America. If you ain't a part of them, no kin of them, you what you call in the way. And what I mean by in the way, COVID-19, how that came through here. And it was a captain from a ship that notified the United States and told them that they had sick people on that ship. They made them, the captain docked the ship right where he was at, sent the Coast Guard and locked him up and let the ship proceed to the United States. The first case of COVID-19 was found here in Seattle, Washington. The first case that ever hit the American grounds was in Seattle, Washington. Why did they let their ship proceed here? It's because the president said they wanted to see how the American people would respond to that virus. But check this here out. What American people are you talking about? Are you talking about all the American people that's here on this land? Because if that was the case, you know what I'm saying, why was it able for y'all to say that it was going to hit elderly people? The kids didn't have nothing to worry about. And it did hit the elderly people. It went through these nursing homes and killed a lot of elders. The same elders that the government has been trying to cut off of Social Security for years. It went through the Black African American race like it went on tomorrow. It killed millions and millions of African American people. But when it went wrong, when it backfired and started hurting and killing some of their own in the rich class. It's sad, man, that how these people can commit mass murder, commit conspiracy, mass murder, and get away with it. But if one of us do that, they'll lock us up. If they can't give us the death penalty, they will lock us up, put us so far back in the penitentiary, they'll have to mail sunlight into us. That whole ordeal with that corona virus was a man-made project. And this Dr. Anthony, something that's up in Washington, D.C., that they pointed the fingers at. The patent, I pulled the patent up on that, was 2006, where that the coronavirus thing was first made, and that they were going to use it for nuclear war affairs or whatever, but they outlawed it, and it was sold to a pharmaceutical called Chiron, which Chiron ended up selling it to China. knowing all the time that China didn't have the right facilities to keep it compounded and went airborne. You know, they build off of us on the strength of called population control, keeping the population down to a minimum. You know what I'm saying? Because history has showed in the days, if you was in the way, what they'll do, they'll get you out the way. You know, the Black Panthers, Martin Luther King, Malcolm X, John F. Kennedy, Abraham Lincoln. They was in the way. They opposed the threat. Abraham Lincoln freed the slaves. They ain't like that, so they killed them. John F. Kennedy let black civil rights leaders into the White House. They didn't like that. They killed them. You know, it's a ongoing process with the federal government. You know what I'm saying? That's why you have so many government hate groups right here in the United States that station around every government facility in the United States, because the government just fucked over so many people. The Vietnam veterans, they messed over them. The soldiers that went over there after Saddam hit that Agent Orange or whatever, they messed over them. You know what I'm saying? Turned their back on their families and all that. The government is dirty and low down. They don't give a fuck about the American people. The only thing they care about is money and power, you know. And for all the rich people, I'm gonna let you know now, when that day comes for y'all to leave this earth, it ain't like the armored trucks are gonna be packed up with all y'all money following y'all to the graveyard in the back of the hearse to take y'all money. Wouldn't that go for Bill Gates? Anybody, you know, I don't give a fuck about none of y'all because y'all don't give a fuck about me. And then Bill Gates said, the coronavirus is calming down a lot, but I just want to warn the American people, we have another one on the way. Who the fuck is y'all to talk about? If y'all not making that motherfucking shit, who the fuck is y'all to talk about what's coming? Because y'all making it. You know what I'm saying? And, you know, but if it's another America, y'all better stay over there when y'all make it and send it over here. That way y'all don't catch it too. You know what I'm saying? I'm out of here. You know, whenever y'all decide to get up and take a part of being a power to be reckoned with, then, you know, get back in contact with me. I got some programs that I know that will work. I got some ideals that I know that will take us there, but you got to be willing to go there. You know, that's the only thing I can say, man. You know what I'm saying? Quit listening to the government, because the government ain't going to hold up to their word. They promise a lot of shit, and ain't nothing been delivered yet. So, you know, if it ain't been delivered yet, it ain't going to be delivered later. So, you know, and I wish all of y'all the best, man. But if y'all don't want to meet up in Tent City somewhere, you know, arguing on over who gonna get what spot to put our tents out, then we need to do something about that. Because if not, that's where we're gonna be. You know, that's where we're gonna be. 42.5 million in the streets. You know, in the streets. Bottom line. So we need to come up with some ideas. Along with the ideas, I got some people out in New York that's ready to jump on the bandwagon. I'm talking about, you know, we looking out not just for us here. I'm in Washington State. We looking out for everybody in the 50 states and it's 50 states, and that's each state that's living below the poverty line. So them's the ones that we're looking out for, you know. And we ain't gotta look out for the rich because they got everything. They talking about kids, female girls that's living in poverty from low income families will end up having sex before they 16. I'm like, ain't that a bitch? How the fuck you gonna pass judgment on somebody? You not none of God. I mean, who do you people think you is? So I'm like, so what age will a rich little girl have sex? What age would she have sex is? You just gonna pass judgment because mama and daddy, the dad done ran away a long time ago. The mom's putting all these hours in, so all of a sudden that the kids see mom's away. Now it's time to play. You know what I'm saying? That's another thing that y'all don't do. Y'all don't give the American moms that's actually out here struggling is also that actually experience being in poverty, knowing what it takes, not to have the things that you should have to you know what I'm saying, make your kids happy. You know what I'm saying? Ain't able to take the kids nowhere because you working these hours to try to make ends meet to get the bills paid and come home and make sure the kids is prepared and got everything, got their supper, clothes out for school the next morning. Y'all don't give a struggling mom the proper props that she deserves. Now you can't tell me nothing, and that is an all-American woman there, to put up with the shit that she got to put up with. You know what I'm saying? And able to maintain and keep her mind clear. When you got these rich motherfuckers don't do shit. They got nannies and maids and butlers to do everything. They ain't got to do nothing. They take off and go 3 and 4 months away from home because they know they got them nannies and them maids there to do their job. So what responsibility do they have other than to run the business? And then they got a board of directors, and the board of directors do the majority of that. You know what I'm saying? So what do? They don't do nothing, but spend money. You know what I'm saying? When our job is more harder than their job, because we out here struggling, miss a day from work, it's over with. We struggling, trying to make it, So who the most stronger minded people, the poor people or the rich people, it's you got to have a strong mind to deal with what's going on in the streets in our world. You know what I'm saying? In our world, you know, uh, 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 you know, as a rich person, put our shoes on and walk in our shoes, 2 or 3 weeks and see how you like it, you know. But I'm upset. Yeah, I am, because people don't fight back. People is so afraid of rejection. I mean, look at Jay-Z, 50 Cent, Eminem. All these people, man, came from the bottom of the gutters in the projects. Projects is the worstest one in inner cities that you can come up in because you have people with different personalities and vindictive personalities, and that's always the grounds for chaos. I was born and raised in Chicago. I left Chicago at an early age, but I was born there was violent, still violent right today. I lived a violent life. I've seen the police kill family members. I know what it's like. Uh, I've been in gang warfare. Stabbed up and all that, shot up. Police then called my crib and told my parents that your son ain't coming home. We just killed him all. And I walked through the front door on my grandmama. Family was called from Statesville Correction Center saying I had just got stabbed to death after they had just left from visiting me. Prison went up in 81 in a riot, I lived that life. I don't wish that life on nobody. The fuck was that? That wind blowing out there like that? Oh, it took that goddamn. Oh, it took that wind blowing like that. That motherfucker took that motherfucking swing top off. So, that's why I'm angry, because I know we as people come together, ain't no stopping us. Ain't no limit to how high we would go, because, I was listening to Denzel Washington. Denzel Washington said, and I do believe because, dreams do come true. And he said, but without goals with them dreams is just a dream, And I know since we've been in this situation for so long in poverty, I can guarantee you each and every one of y'all will make a difference. It's time for us to, come together and put an end to this poverty, in in this United States, you know what I'm saying? In this United States here, where this has actually happened, because I believe, for them to say, beautiful America, the land of the free, and great opportunity for the American people. I swear to God, that's in another America, because right here, ain't no good look, So until the next time, think about them kids, think about them kids, what I'm saying, the situation that they in. And you hearing it straight from the roots of a person's mouth that been in them streets, You can see some of my scars now that I got from the streets, shot all over here, in the head here, in the back of the head, stomach blowed open with a shotgun, shot 4 times in the chest with a shotgun, just recently shot twice in the back of the head for being in the wrong place at the wrong time, shot twice in my left knee, taking the kids to a birthday party. I mean, it ain't safe out here. It ain't safe nowhere where it's high poverty at, because people is trying to come up the best way that they can. They rob you. They'll kill you. They will do all the heinous things that you can do to a person to deprive them out of what they got. I'm telling you, that's just life. That's just how they scoped it out and planned it out to be. They knew that we was going to be like vigilantes out here. And that's how it is in these streets. When it's poverty, it's high crime, because people is trying to survive. It's the survival game. Only the strong survive. They don't care if you 80, 90 years old. If you got something that they need, they're going to get it, So let's change that. Let's change that for our kids, ourselves, and show them, the government, that we actually can make it without waiting on them. I appreciate having this opportunity to reach out and talk and say what was on my mind, hopefully it got through to hope to 42.5 million. and that y'all follow me on my next episode. Hit the like button, subscribe, and I'll see you the next time. And most of all, may God bless all of y'all. Thank you.